Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be breaking down a couple of my paintball games and sort of my thought process as I'm playing. So this first map I was playing on Spillway, and it was a pretty good game, so let's watch it. So yeah, I just threw the speculative grenade, and you'll notice right there I kind of tried to stay behind that shipping container, and that's just to make it harder for me to hit. So now I saw that someone triggered those grenades, and so I'm gonna circle back around to try and see if I can take them out. And that was a different person, because usually you don't head back into the base after you throw a grenade or shoot them. But I've quickly found myself in a predicament where basically their whole team is right there, and I was able to take two out, but there's just too many, and I think the third might have gotten me there. So yeah, got a pretty good respawn toward the middle. Once again, grenade in that spot almost always takes someone out, but I didn't do a very good job dodging there, and so they pretty much took me out just straight from the sky. So once again, doing the same thing, and once again, another person right there. Also, same person there once again, throwing grenades. I took out that person, and then there's one more you can see in the shipping crate. And you can see that I was staying behind that, whatever that is, and most of his bullets were hitting that, which is why I was able to hit him. So in that case, she was just trapped, and so, you know, when you have someone trapped like that, just aim for the only spot they can be, because, you know, if you have them trapped, in theory, you should always hit them. And so, you may have seen, I just glanced that person off to the right. That was really lucky. He didn't hit me. I had no idea he was there. And at this point, I'm just trying to get close enough to where I can take the flag, but, you know, you can see I'm having some trouble with that because there's so many of them in the base right now. But I managed to do it. I took all of them out, and I had some help from my teammates. You can see there's one above me right now. Actually, yeah, right there. And so I'm just going to take a slightly longer route, just so I can stay obscured. And our flag is actually taken, but I'm not going to worry about that, because I do have some decent teammates. You know, I take a couple shots just because he's not looking, but I figure I'll just rely on my teammates here, and you'll see in a second they pull through. But so right now I'm just kind of trying to stay alert and aware of who's around me. That way I can sort of stay one step ahead and make sure they can't return our flag. One thing you can do is head back to this corner over here, and you can pretty much see everything. And so you can see nothing's really happening, but then the blue team comes out. I got really paranoid. I missed like 3 times, but my team pulled it off, and
Red team scores.
Luckily I got kind of fortunate as to he wasn't really expecting me to be up high, so we got that one. And so I'm just kind of throwing these grenades just to cover myself, even though I don't really think there's anyone there. It's just kind of to make sure. And totally took him by surprise there. You might be able to hear him. He's complaining. And so it really seems like at this point they were pushing, and so I wasn't really looking for that one person that just took me out. It was a good shot by them. I'm confused because there was a shotgun there and it wasn't showing up, and then I just get taken out of nowhere, so I was really confused there.
Red flag dropped.
But I got
Red flag
a pretty
returned.
bad respawn, but my team had it covered, so good on them. I actually had a decent team this game, which is why, you know, I'm able to just kind of walk into their base all the time. Got lucky there once again. I had no idea they were there, and that barely missed. But at this point, I knew I had them because, you know. And so, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for them to all respawn, and you can see that as they respawn, I have the advantage because I know they're there. And I actually missed that person. You might have seen. They were in that tower, and I totally could have hit them, but I just did not see them. But I got them there. And then, yeah, I got them with the single pistol, which is why I always say you should never just have a shotgun. You should always keep your pistol as well. Because chances are, if you're shooting both at the same time, you have a much better chance of hitting them, especially if you're a good shot with your left hand. And so at this point, I'm looking for that person that I spotted earlier, because they're in there somewhere. And that's a different person. But then I noticed that Sammy had respawned. And the other person had gone this way. You can see they have no idea I'm there. So I just pick them off right there. And so right here, he drops a grenade. I just pick it up. That's something that I think people should do a lot more, is just pick up the grenades. You don't have to run away from them. And you can see that I just took it in stride.
Flag taken.
And now I have their flag. So yeah, I've mentioned this in a couple other of my videos, but if you see a grenade that's ignited and it has a decent amount of time left on it, just pick it up.
Flag dropped.
And that was a really good shot by Spicy.
Alright, buddy.
Flag returned.
He anticipated me, and that's exactly what he should have done. So that was a good job by him. And so at this point, I'm really outnumbered, so you kind of have to stay behind barriers, and that's exactly what I did not do. So I got taken out. So they're really pushing. They're in our base right now, so go with the grenade. I didn't see that person, so I completely missed. But all of us have spawned back in, so their push is really just going to collapse in on them, just because we have the numbers now. And you can see that slowly they're getting taken out one by one. And I took out the last
Red
person
flag
with that grenade.
taken.
And so now all that's left is the person with the flag and this other person. And so, you know, I run away acting like I forgot they're there, turn behind and take
Red
them out.
flag dropped.
And then my team pulls through and
Red
gets
flag
the dude with the
returned.
flag. So that was some good defense by our team. But also a pretty good push by the blue team. That was just bad. So at this point we're winning. It doesn't really matter if we get the last flag, but I figure it would be good if we got it just so we could end the game. So I see that they're pushing, and I figure it's better to defend. It'll be easier at this point to just defend more conservatively than to actually push. You can see I just waited for that person to make their appearance because they went behind.
1 minute remaining.
And it was pretty easy to take him out with the shotgun from there. So once again, classic grenade, climb on top of that, and without fail, someone's always there. So that's something that you guys could use. And yeah, once again, with this shotgun, you can just wait for people to get close. But right there, he had the grenade primed, so I just wasn't ready for that. So yeah, I could see that someone is out there because I saw the grenade blow up, so I was ready to be prepared. I now see that there's someone in the sniper's tower, and at that point, they were gone. Because if I'm that close and they have a
remaining.
sniper, there's really no chance. So my
5,
best advice is
4,
if you have the sniper and
3,
someone's close to you,
2,
just drop the sniper
1.
and pick up
Game over.
a pistol, and you have a much better chance
You win.
to take someone out if you just use the single pistol. And so yeah, that was that game. I got, you can see I got a 34-9 with 1 flag. It's not that good, but I had a couple good spots. And so this is the second game that I played, and this is obviously on driving, and right off the bat, sniped someone. And I usually like to snipe first thing on driving, just because people usually rush for the big guns. And then you'll see right here, the person I initially sniped gets a revenge kill on me. I think he was a little bit salty that I just sniped him out of nowhere. So he definitely got me back there. And so now I just make the decision that it's probably a good time to rush, but I was wrong. This person saw me and just immediately takes me out. And so I'm going to respawn, unfortunately, all the way back here. I
Red
just
flag taken.
got a
Red
really bad
flag
spawn
dropped.
this game. And we see each other again and just take each other out. Tough to do anything else in that scenario. And, you know, honestly, if I trade kills in my base when he's that close to the flag, I'll take that as a win. And so now I'm just going to climb on top of this rock. And this is a great spot because it obscures you from most of the red base. So if there's a lot of people in the base, you're going to be really tough to spot. And so you can kind of do what I'm doing here and just wait for a good opening. And I thought that now was a good opening. Fortunately, that person got taken out by the mine. And now I only have one person. And for some reason, they just ran away and got taken out. So that's a win for me. And so now I am... This is something I like to do a lot. It's to take the other team's mines and hide them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this, but not very many people do actually do it. And I think it's a good trade-off because ultimately they're not going to be able to get any kills with mines. I think I said grenades before I meant mines. And even though you're not going to get any kills with those mines, I think it's a good trade-off. And so I'm just doing the same thing with the other people's, or the other side's mines. And I think, yeah, the other person took that mine, so I just go and grab that. I chose a different hiding spot this time because I think the one up on the rock isn't very good. And, you know, this person spotted me, which I thought was kind of surprising because normally people never spot you when you're back there. And so, meanwhile, our flag was taken, and I was just in a horrible position, but the team pulled through for me, and
Blue flag returned.
And they pulled through. They got that flag back. So now, once again, just using that technique of throwing the grenades everywhere, even if you don't know if anyone's there, just to rule places out. And so I'm just checking my mines again, just because I want to make sure that they're still gone. I figure that's easier than trying to be cautious everywhere I go, because I really despise just having to always worry about tripping a mine on drive-in. I'm sure some people like the mines. I just do not like them at all. And so, yeah, I decided to switch up my hiding spot. I figured that one could be pretty easily seen. So I hid it behind that whatever this is, sort of the trash barrel thing. And once again, the same person is just wandering around back here, and he sees me. So I just take the high ground. That's definitely something you want to do. Is get the high ground if you can. I had no idea where he was, and he just shot at me, and I got very lucky there.
Red flag taken.
But since he was on the other side, I took the flag, saw it as an opportunity, and I'm going to go the other way. And so I see that person, just take him out, because, they're on a ladder, and that's another thing. Never climb ladders if you think there's a chance that someone could be behind you,
Red flag dropped.
because ultimately, there's no dodging anything when you're on a ladder. You can only go one way. And so, yeah, I'm just taking a slightly longer route because I think it's worth it.
Blue flag dropped.
And my team has me covered. Once again, returns our flag, and we score.
Blue team scores.
That's score number one. That was a pretty good play by our team, I'll say. Good teamwork. Once again, I had no idea he was there, but I was just ruling that spot out, and I actually got the kill. So, moist feet guy, I spawned right next to him, so I was going to take him out, but he took himself out by wandering next to that mine. So at this point, I just want to rush the flag again, just because I figure that I'm only going to have to deal with a couple people. But boy, was I wrong. Not a spy, it was just the beginning. This guy. I pick up the other one, just because I'm hoping to overwhelm them, but ultimately I get hit because By picking up both of those, you expand your hitbox by almost 100%, so you're way easier to hit. And he just
Red
picked me
flag
off really
taken.
easily with that single
Red
pistol.
flag dropped.
So once
Red
again,
flag
trying to rush the
returned.
base. But it's really not working. I don't have anything more than a single pistol. But my teammates actually kind of clear the way for me, so that was nice.
Red flag taken.
And at this point, I just made the decision to follow this person with some grenades, just to make sure no one's following them. And surprisingly, no one really was. This was an uncontested flag. I didn't see anyone. I have a feeling my teammates were definitely taking most of them
Blue team scores.
near spawn. So that makes it 2-0. We just need one more. So I'm just gonna go back and try and rush the flag again. See that person there? I miss. But they are in the unfortunate position behind that sign, which is horrible because you can shoot through that gap like I did.
Red flag taken.
And at this
Red
point, I
flag
made the silly
dropped.
decision to go check on my mines for some reason. I don't know. We probably could have gotten that flag back if I
Red
hadn't have
flag
done that,
returned.
but I'm just going to wander around back here and check on my mines for some reason. Not sure what the thought process was there. But I did see that person in there. He's a little bit confused. Let me go back. I actually saw his name tag there. You may have seen the little sparkle of red. And on video, it looks really difficult to, detect. But in VR, it's a lot easier to actually tell that that was a player name tag. And then once again, I hear him on the roof. So I wait and I take him out right when I see him. He's a little bit mad
Red
about that
flag
one.
taken.
But at this point, my teammates there back me up, and so I figure it's pretty safe to take the flag. And you can see I have someone sniping me. I really don't know who. And then one of my teammates gets taken out, so I realize that I'm surrounded. Try and take the high ground. Get close enough to take him out over the fence, but
Red flag
realize a little bit
dropped.
too
Red
late
flag
that he's behind me
returned.
still. And he gets a little bit of revenge on me for killing him twice in a row.
Red flag taken.
One of my teammates has taken the flag now, and I really can't do much, but I'm still going to throw that grenade to see if anyone's in close combat with them.
Red flag dropped.
Unfortunately, it's too late, and no one was in close
1
combat.
minute
so-
remaining.
But we have a pretty strong force going, and I'm able to just grab the flag
flag
real
taken.
easily because I have a teammate backing me up. And just take this pretty simple route back. You can see I have another teammate backing me up, so really great team this round. Always were there to support. And after this point, pretty much an uncontested flag. So once again, taking the long route just because it's a lot
Blue
safer.
team scores.
And yeah, that's 3.
Game over.
So with this
You
one,
win.
I didn't get as good of a kill-death ratio. You can see the video stopped, but I believe that's something like. Actually, I don't want to guess because I'm sure someone will count. So it was pretty good. I got 2 flags. This has been Connor. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to, please be sure to subscribe. I do other Rec Room videos, some Minecraft videos, and occasionally a programming video. So, yeah, thank you for watching.